on the second point in the video where it is mentioned that we at Destiny use mantras to mess with your mind and program your mind. That is quite interesting, because this actually implies that someone is able to I mean, what is that saying? That is saying that, I mean, if someone has an open mind, then they are able to be programmed. And where is self-responsibility within that? I mean, if anyone fears for themselves or others to be brainwashed or mind control, what does that say about the person? It says that that person is not able to be trusted to be themselves. That person cannot be trusted to stand stable. That person cannot be trusted to know who they are. That person cannot be trusted with their words and deeds. So, I mean, how is self-realization ever possible if it's not coming directly from self? And I mean, if you do investigate and research and study what we are busy with and what Destiny is actually offering for free, actually, on the forum. All material is freely available for anyone. You don't even have to register on the forum to have access to everything that's there. And the whole point is that of self-responsibility, self-honesty, self-forgiveness, self-corrective application, self-direction, self-power, self-worth. And self is placed and seen and applied within the equation that says the following: self is life, is all, is equal. Equality is the basic principle Destiny stands for and as. And within equality, you have no masters and no slaves. You have no gods. And the equality point is the point where self is able to take self-power, self-responsibility. What does that imply? It implies that I see myself, I recognize who and what I have become, but I don't judge it. I don't fear it either. Both those points would be points of no equality, would be polarity points. Equality in that context is to stand equal and one with what I have become, who I have become, see eye to eye, so to speak. And from that equality point, I am able to see and decide what requires change, because it's not supporting me, because it's not supporting life, as all as one is equal. Now, the things and patterns and behaviors and habits that I see and recognize as what and who I have become, these are the so-called programs of my pre-programmed resistance, pre-programmed existence, created through society, schools, education, friends, family, reactions, fears and desires of others, movies, the world. Look at the world, it's fucked up. So within this equality point of recognizing the patterns, the conditioning, the programming that I have become, that I live, that I repeat day in, day out, year in, year out. When I see that, and when I allow myself to call things by the name and see eye to eye, that is the equality point where I have directive power, directive will, where I can take self-responsibility and say, no, this is not what I want to be, because it's not supporting me, it's not supporting life, it's not going to change the world. It's only perpetuating the system, the cycles. So I stop. And now it's up to me to decide what is supporting life, what is best for all, who do I want to be, what would be applications, behavior, patterns that I would like to live. How do I redefine my existence to be able to live with myself in self-dignity, in self-respect? Now, the Lightworkers focus on love and light, but these are just empty words. They don't have a practical context. At Destiny, we support practical context. We look at making love real, practical, for all. I mean, if half the world is starving, what good has love and light done throughout the ages? None. The situation in the world is not getting better, and we, each and every single being in the world, we, all of us, are the building blocks of this world. Our relationships and how we coexist, that is the building blocks of this world. If this doesn't change, the world will not change. And so this is how we work on deconstructing and stopping mind control from the inside out, in self-will, in self-direction. There is no one brainwashing you. I mean, if anyone is able to brainwash you, then you have a problem. It is to understand that each and every one of us has been brainwashed. We are born into the system and are raised to become something that is not who we really are. I mean, everyone remembers who we are as children, and on the way we lose ourselves. We become something else. We become the fears and expectations of our parents. We become the desires of the media. We become anything else than ourselves. So at Destiny, we deconstruct these patterns. We look at how did we come to be here? How did we get to be who we are and what we are? How did this existence get to this point? And from here, take responsibility to change things, beginning with ourselves. I mean, if you want to call it mind control, then please, there is really nothing else to say. What is important is to realize what is mind control, and that it actually works from the inside out. And if you claim that someone is able to brainwash you just like that through a YouTube video, I mean, then really we must be very powerful.